Are you seriously pretending to yourself that you can see a difference? Like one of them is so much better than the other that is, of course, that's the newer one. It's very obvious. You couldn't even tell what color underwear you're wearing right now if I asked you. I have the best camera ever made, and it's not that one. It's this one. That's the best one.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So basically what we're witnessing today is DJI Pocket 3 versus Flip Video, the superior camera invented in 1921, and it was invented by a horse. A man was riding to work on his horse, and the horse was sick of it. The Flip Video has superior color science, obviously, and superior everything, dynamic range. You're trying to tell me, oh, DJI, that looks much better. That's why I can't trust you. You don't know what you're talking about. Goodbye, DJI Pocket 3 forever. We got a new king. New king's in town. So Steinbeck has once again ruined our lives by providing a gift of inferior technology, and I feel obliged to review it, and I do believe that it's pretty good. There was a couple glitches when I tried recording at home. It was doing some like false color thing, like it couldn't handle the lightness of just like an incandescent bulb. So I can't even imagine what's happening now in the sunshine, but sometimes it reverts back to normal, and it's not bad. It's not bad. We got 480p, 30 frames per second. Every second you get them. So today we rant about having reached the pinnacle back in 1921, this horse cam, and it's good enough. Probably if you have some audio and you just have this Stabe, I don't know, I'm not thinking the Stabe's too good, but it's good enough, most likely. And you know the most annoying thing lately? For some reason, every camera is abandoning slow motion. My favorite thing. I think they're doing it to spite me, but Huawei P40 Pro was leading the industry. It was insane. That's the only reason I bought it. 7,000 frames a second is like, holy shit, really? And it looks okay. It's like, wow, way to push the envelope. And then the P50 Pro removed that, or it went down half to like 3,000. And then the 60 Pro removed it altogether, and now it's just 960 frames. And now the Pura 70 Ultra also just does 960, and in quotations, it's like using AI algorithms. So I bet it's not even real 960. It's just like interpolated. Why are you doing this to me? By the way, this camera has, I think it's fixed focus. Zero idea how wide it is, but it's designed to be vlogged with. It's a, I don't know why they call it the flip thing, because nothing flips on it. You have to flip it around, and then you can like film something else, and then you get to see the screen. Oh, the macro capabilities. Wow. Here's the cinema. Are you ready for it? You're not. Don't pretend you're ready for this. Wow. This is 90% of YouTube, only it's in their mother's backyard. I don't hate the form factor. I don't love it either. It's very similar to the Canon V10. That's how you can tell that camera would suck. This is basically the same thing. The best form factor for vlogging is the X3000, long body, and you pinch top to bottom. It's so comfy. There's no arm in the shot. Like this, I imagine at some point, if you were dumb enough to hold it like that, like you're getting arm, it's all arm. Whereas if you're pinching top to bottom, that arm disappears. Well, that's a little tight probably, but so the long body, that's what you want. Huh? Angled off. You see the angle versus your mom in tennis. So the Sony ZV-1, 960 frames per second. Couldn't believe it. You know what's funny? The RX 100 series did it for 4 seconds prior, and then the ZV-1 comes out only 2 seconds. Why is that? Why the hell did that happen? Can someone tell me? Is it because the body's smaller, couldn't handle it, would set fire? Probably. That's Sony's thing. Oh, how small can we get and remove? How many features can we remove in our tiny camera that nobody wants? So ZV-1, 960. ZV-1-2, gone. ZV-1F, nope. Anything Sony's released since then, gone. They're old cinema cameras, 960, it's in there. You ever see Philip Bloom's review of the FS 55? I don't know which one it was, but it was a long time ago. And he had this moment where this woman like threw a bunch of rocks at him, and he like panned out and focused on the rocks somehow. It was the most beautiful thing you've ever seen in your life. And Sony and every company doesn't want you to have that kind of joy in your life. Removing all slow-mo, like what are we doing? Now, unfortunately, we don't have any slow motion in here, but with the power of Topaz Enhanced video technology, I can not only slow the footage down without any noticeable artifacts, I can also stabilize it at the same time. Affiliate links for Topaz are down below. You can see it pays for itself over time. I cross the street for no reason these days, just for the thrill of it. So, credit where credit's due. A7S III leapfrogged itself so hard from the Mark II. Oh, that would have been a big mistake. Look both ways. I see why they say that now, because that way was clear. I could have went, but if you don't look both ways, there's a 50% chance that you don't make it across the street. As we all should have learned in that game Frogger. So A7S III, and look for the bike lane. Don't forget that's still a lane, you're not safe yet. A7S III. The two, can you even understand this? People were begging Sony for 4K 60. They had nothing, and they were like, come on, man. This 4K 30, we're so sick of it. Everyone's doing 4K 60. They went from 4K 30 with a crop, 8-bit, disgusting Sony color science, to 4K 120. They didn't even go for 4K 60. Don't quote me on this, but they didn't even have 4K 60 in anything. They went straight to 120 and 10-bit. So like sometimes a company betters itself and tries, because Sony was sick of being like the laughingstock of the video world, and then they leapfrogged everyone. So it's like, it happens every 8 years, apparently. So when's the next thing? When's the next fun thing gonna happen? Never. That's why my main cam is the flip video now, because it gives you the nostalgic look that you need. Slow motion specs are pretty good if you know the workarounds. And let's just get you some magical footage right now, because you're going to be blown away. The red light. You're running. I didn't run it. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I've clearly outdone myself with that B-roll. All the cinematic shots. I should have done a tutorial. That would have went viral, admit it. So, what's the next disappointment? Who's going to remove something that used to be fun in their camera next? Is it going to be Panasonic? Sorry, 180 frames per second was too fun. It's 150 now. Come on, where's my slow motion? And if you want slow motion, it's a super cam dedicated to it, $18,000. Ouch, she was covering her face because she didn't want to be in my vlog, but I was pointed this way and she walked past me with this paper in front of her face, like, oh my God. Unless they zoomed in on the eyes and saw your reflection in my beautiful brown eyes, you're safe. He's not. So how did the flip video perform today? Thank you, Steinbeck, for the amazing gift. If this thing ends up on a curb outside my doorstep. Don't be ashamed, or that's not the word, offended. It's a good camera, I like it. And I have 3 more point and shoots to review. I was gonna just compare them all, but they deserve their own video each. So I'll leave. How you doing? Nostalgic powers of the Flip Video Company. Are they still in business? I hope so. Where's the Mark II? If you remove 30 frames per second, I swear, I'll leave. Subscribe for more videos. See you next.